So, this is the second time we're doing the lockdown video, because Kurt Angle got fucking hurt.
Legitimately hurt when EC3 was attacking him?
Yeah.
You cut off there. What did you say, Matt?
I said, oh shit, I dropped something.
So Kurt Angle's body is a mess, basically.
Yes. And the matches are pretty much in the same order as last time, Caitlin. So I actually do think they're going to have the two biggest match. You know what, let's go in reverse order.
Okay, wait, so, hold on. So are the two main events, since there are apparently two, are they first, or are they last?
I don't know. I don't know if they list last first. Because it makes sense to have the last two matches first, but TNA's so fucking shitty. So, to explain to you guys how we're going to do this, Kaylin's and I are going to be picking two very different criteria when we make our predictions for this. Kaylin's is going to go, well, you explain how you're going to pick.
I'll pick the sensible lineup, matches that make sense from a storyline perspective and just from a business perspective.
Building somebody up perspective.
Exactly, because with MVP was billed as like the savior of TNA, and yet they've done everything to make him look weak and incompetent.
And right there is how I'm going to be picking things. I'm going to pick based on the dumbest possible option out of a match. Dumbest possible outcome.
If it's a bad outcome, it's Matt's.
Okay, so we'll start here. I'm gonna do it in reverse order, Kaylin's.
All right.
So first up is, and we don't know if this is going to be the order. By the way,
makes sense.
Just so everybody knows.
All right.
But I'm saying them in the order I think is most logical. So, Sanada, Nakanoan, and the Great Muta versus Chris Sabian, Charlie Daniels, and Kazarian.
People we've seen none of.
Well, the Great Muta is like, he's a Japanese wrestling legend.
No, I mean,
that's why bringing him.
No, what I mean is we've not seen any of these people on the fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've seen Chris Sabian, but that's mostly when She-Hulk is carrying him around.
Kazarian and Daniels, they're bad influence.
Oh, right. The techno-Nazis.
Yeah, techno-Nazis. But Sanada, Nakanoan, and Great Muta they're there because of the whole thing they've been doing over in Japan.
Okay, that makes sense. And we have seen the techno-Nazis too. My fault, their names just slipped my mind.
Yes, so, I honestly don't know what the dumber option here is, Kaylin. So this is a match that actually confuses me, because on one level, I'm like...
Bad influence or heels currently.
Yeah, they should probably let their guys win, because it puts their guys over.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep staying in the company, so that's a good idea. But at the same time, the Great Muta, he's not going to be wrestling much longer, so it might be nice to just give him the victory. So,
what I think will happen is that because Bad Influence are their guys, they'll probably put them over. But I'm sure we'll get like a pretty good match from the Great Muta.
So I'm going to go with the Great Muta's team then, and you could go with Bad Influence with TNA's team.
Well, it makes sense that you would want to put your guys over people who aren't even going to be in your company.
So, next up, and Tigre Uno was actually going to be a part of the team. Was going to be part of, I think, Team TNA. But then, for some fucking reason, they replaced him with Chris Sabian. Because they were probably like, oh yeah, Chris Sabian hasn't actually wrestled.
El Tigre has a match, actually.
Yeah, Tigre, that's the next one up on it, is Tigre Uno.
Yo.
Versus Maniac.
Wow.
Manic.
A person I don't care about, and Rey Mysterio Jr.'s twin brother.
Well, I'm going with Manic.
I'm going with El Tigre since El Tigre is being debuted, and to have him get squashed in his debut is just Stupid. There you go.
Exactly.
There are no words to describe how stupid that would be.
That's why I'm going manic.
No.
So, anything else interesting on this?
Let's see. Well, we got to go through the whole list.
Have we seen Manic since we started watching? I don't think we have.
Link me to Manic real quick, Matt. Because I don't remember what he looks like.
I don't think we've seen him. At all.
Let's see. Link me to the fucker right quick, because I don't remember what he looks like.
Trying to find it. There's a lot of Manics with how it's spelled.
Matt, just put in Manic TNA.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's that fucking idiot.
Yeah, see, we more than likely have seen him.
No, I remember him from TNA. We haven't seen him yet.
Alright, link me to him.
Okay, it's this fucking asshole. Him. We haven't seen him yet, but we've seen him in other matches we've watched.
Oh, the character for that. You know, he was actually originally a video game only character.
Yeah, Suicide, and then they turned him into Manic.
And it's like, because the kids liked him, or because he was popular with their, like, their fan base, which consists of, like, 2 people plus a bunch of mannequins.
Okay, so next up is the match that is replacing Kurt Angle versus EC3. Mr. Anderson versus Samuel Shaw, a.k.a. Creepy Rapist. I am going with the Rapist, because they are going to continue this fucking storyline to the point where there's going to be an implied rape on TNA.
Because, and when that happens, mark my words, Matt, when that happens, people...
Destroy TNA, finally. I'll get my dream.
The fans of TNA will say that it's brilliant, edgy, and the WWE doesn't have the balls to go that far and that dark with their storylines.
Which they did with the whole abandoned Batista rape storyline they were going to do.
But they found out
but
that it's...
They for 1 second rose above their mountain of cocaine that they were snorting that day and were like, holy shit, this is a bad idea.
A really, really bad idea, and we probably shouldn't go through with it. TNA, however, will, and that's why, like I said before, their fans are going to love it, and their fans will call it the most edgy storyline TNA has ever done.
Wait, are you going with Shaw too?
I can't go with Shaw since you're going with fucking Shaw. I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, we can go with different people.
Right.
But like I said, one thing I'm going to call it, Mr. Anderson's going to break out of Shaw's fucking submission.
Oh, and then beat the hell out of him?
Yeah. But I still think Shaw's going to win.
Ultimate?
That's the dumbest fucking option.
That also seems like they're trying to show off Shaw as like, I guess, a new wrestler, because I don't think he's been wrestling much, right? I think this is also part of his...
No, he's been creepy. He can't... I'm going to put you down for Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, put me down for Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, he's fucking creepy.
Oh, thank you for I want to put you down as Mr. Anderson. Thank you.
So they're probably going to win that one. That's probably going to be the one thing they actually do reasonable.
The hell is this?
Okay, next up is Gunner. That's probably why they included this, in all honesty, Kalins. It's if they're doing this by trying to make sense of all the shit. They're putting this on this pay-per-view so they can end this horrible fucking storyline and move the fuck on.
But then you're convinced that they're actually going to want to continue it, right?
Yeah, part of me is, because it's like, I've been watching fucking TNA
there you go.
for 6 fucking weeks now.
I'm actually proud of you, Matt. You've actually stuck in there.
It's okay. Next up, Gunner versus James Storm in a last man standing cage match. I'm going with Gunner, because here's the smart thing would be to kind of milk, since you don't have too many people on the roster right now. TNA's rebuilding their roster. It would be a good placeholder feud for the two of them to continue to stretch that out, which is why I think they're going to have Gunner win it, and they're going to have it in the feud.
So, wait. You think they're going to have Gunner winning it in the feud? Oh, right, because that would be the stupid thing to do.
Yes. Because like, don't have who else is gonna feud with? Because fucking
everyone else is busy. Yeah,
I don't get into my picks, but like title chase is still gonna be pretty fucking locked in.
Also, everyone else is busy, so there's no one else for really Gunner or James Storm to feud with, so they should be feuding with each other. I'll go with James Storm then, since that's the smart thing to do, because they have really nothing else to work with.
Okay, Kalen, so next up is the knockout match with Gail Kim and Madison Rayne.
Well, we'll decide this by coin flip.
Yeah, 'cause I already got a coin, too, so fuck this.
Nice. We'll decide it by coin flip.
It's okay, Kalen's.
I'll take Gail Kim because she's hot.
Okay, heads or tails?
Heads.
Ha! Tails! I get Gail Kim.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You get Madison Rayne.
Bullshit, man. You probably bullshitted anyway.
Hey, you want to do best 2 out of 3, Kalen's?
Best 2 out of 3.
Okay. So, Gail Kim again?
Yes.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Hope I dropped the coin. Ha! Heads that time!
Fuck, man!
2 out of 5.
Fuck it, I'll take fucking Madison Rayne.
This should be our thing, Kalen's, where we decide knockout matches on just fucking coin flips.
That actually would make the most sense, considering how shitty.
It's not how they actually fucking decide them.
Basically, they're just like, should Madison win or should Gail Kim win?
Ah, get the coin! Oh shit, the coin fell in the air vent slot. There goes our rent this week. We can't pay Chris Sabian. Let him go. So, okay, here we go. Now, here's the co-main event. Team MVP consisting of MVP, Jeff Hardy, and the Wolves, versus Team Dixie consisting of Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, and the Bromance.
It's just that depressing.
So, I'm going the dumb option here, which is Team Dixie. Because my theory is MVP is going to be transitioned not from a co-owner into just wrestler.
Smart thing would be, since you built MVP up, or at least my contention is, since you built MVP up as this main event, as this like savior of TNA, who's going to right the wrongs of Dixie Carter and bring back a true even playing field, then MVP should go over because it makes sense. So I'm going to go with MVP, although MVP has been made to look ridiculously weak, so...
So the only thing that worries me is Jeff Hardy being on Team MVP, and I'm like, shit, he's coming in.
So there's a good chance that they'll have him win.
Yeah, if no other reason, Jeff Hardy coming in. But I'm not joking, Caitlin, if it wasn't for Jeff Hardy, I would if it was like Eric Young on Team MVP, I'd be even more like, MVP's gonna fucking lose.
Apparently Eric Young isn't doing anything right now since Abyss is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. And he's a face, too. Who knew? So, okay, now here it is, Kalen's the one for all the fucking Somalis.
Nerd.
Or fucking whatever, some foreign Rubiks. Or Rubles.
Okay, this is sad. Matt, hurry up.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Alright. Well, we got time. We're like 13 minutes in. I could waste like a whole bunch of time. So anyways, Samoa Joe versus Magnus for the fucking who gives a shit TNA belt. I'm going Magnus. Because it's like, yeah, fucking prop up the paper champion. Don't give it to the guy that people want. And keep it going down the road for Jeff Hardy to fucking eventually become fucking umpteenth fucking TNA world champion.
The sad part about all of that is they could, in fact, go that way.
Yeah,
And then, wait, Slammiversary is coming up next, right?
I think so.
Which is...
there...
Oh, you know what? They could, in fact, if Slammiversary is coming up next, then yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, I'll check real quickly. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Just talk a bit, Kalins, or we can cut this part out. TNA, the pig.
Oh, so I found out that Matt has a diaper fetish. It's really weird.
Oh!
Like, I don't even understand why.
Fuck you, Kalins! Like,
It's really weird.
I'm not even gonna tell you what the next one is.
What?
Because I'm looking at it. No.
Why? Tell me. Well, Matt's not a diaper.
It's a new one. Well, no, it's Sacrifice.
It's Sacrifice?
Yes.
Wait, I thought Magnus and Samoa... Oh, Sacrifice is coming.
Slammiversary comes up in June.
Okay, so Slammiversary is after Sacrifice then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, you know what's hilarious? Their first pay-per-view wasn't even Slammiversary. It's Victory Road, and they don't even do the Victory Road ones anymore. They do those on TV as the TV, like, fucking 2-week fucking long pay-per-view fucking events.
That's really stupid.
It is. So, now that you know Slammiversary isn't coming up just yet.
There's a... Sacrifice is coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
You have to remember, they only have 5 pay-per-views this year.
Interesting. So... Okay, so, alright. So what I can see happening is this, actually. Magnus steals the win somehow. Samoa Joe leading to an eventual feud between Magnus and Jeff Hardy for the TNA, for the belt, up until Sacrifice, where Magnus finally drops it to Jeff Hardy.
My opinion, the smart thing would be Joe gets the title. He keeps it during Sacrifice. That ends Magnus. Like, Magnus gets his title. See, this is at least for me what the smart thing would be to do. Joe gets it. Magnus feuds with Joe a little bit longer. That feud ends at Sacrifice. Then you have 2 months to lay the groundwork for the Jeff Hardy Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it makes sense that Samoa Joe gets the belt, because that way we can have some sort of progression away from this storyline of, like Magnus is this paper champion who always has the belt. Hell, they might even turn Magnus face within that time.
Yeah. So you gonna go with Joe or Magnus, Kalins?
I'm gonna go with Joe.
Alright, so... And just to tell everybody about the one we didn't do. The only match we actually agreed on was EC3 versus Kurt Angle, because we were like, Kurt Angle's gonna win.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna leave the company soon, so they're not gonna they're gonna wait until the last fucking minute he's in the company to use him to put somebody over.
Yeah, like, they're definitely going to have Kurt Angle...
Plus, with the whole fucking shit, with the Hall of Fame last week, you know, he's probably gonna ride off the fucking shit from that and put down EC3, who should be put over fucking Kurt, because EC3 is new, he's up and coming, and he can make a very good heel. But this time, I'm looking, we've all picked different here, Kalins.
Actually, we did.
So, one of us will fucking... There's not going to be a tie like with fucking Elimination Chamber here, folks. One of us is going to be victorious, and the other is going to be the laughingstock.
And whoever wins is going to force the other to watch a shitty movie of their choice.
I never agreed to that.
You have now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Also, Heel Heat is shit. It's a subpar channel, and the real dream team right here, baby. Yeah. Right here.